Welcome back, coin collectors, historians, and curious minds. Today, we're diving deep into one of the most mysterious and sought-after coins in Australian numismatics, the elusive 1985 Australian 5-cent coin. On the surface, it may look just like any other small silver coin jingling in your pocket. But look closer, and you'll find a story of rarity, low mintage, and serious collector value. Whether you're a seasoned numismatist or just stumbled upon a 5-cent coin from 1985 in your change jar, this video is for you. So grab your magnifying glass, and let's uncover the hidden story behind the 1985 Australian 5-cent coin. To understand why the 1985 5-cent coin is so important, we need to rewind to the beginning. Australia introduced decimal currency on February 14, 1966, replacing the pounds, shillings, and pence system with dollars and cents. The new 5-cent coin replaced the old sixpence and retained its exact dimensions: 19.41 mm in diameter, 1.30 mm thick, and weighing 2.83 grams. Made from a copper-nickel alloy, 75% copper and 25% nickel. The coin features the beloved echidna on the reverse, designed by Stuart Devlin, who was the official goldsmith and jeweler to the Queen. The obverse, of course, features the profile of Queen Elizabeth II, originally designed by Arnold Machen, 1966-1984, later replaced by Raphael Makhlouf's portrait in 1985, the very year our focus coin was minted. The year 1985 was a turning point in the design of Australian coinage. Not only did 1985 introduce the new obverse portrait of Queen Elizabeth II, but it was also a year of extremely low mintages, and the 5-cent coin was hit the hardest. Just 1 million 5-cent coins were minted in 1985. Compare that to 1980, over 76 million, 1981, over 124 million, 1983, over 52 million, 1986, 0 coins released into circulation, 1987, also 0 coins for circulation. This makes the 1985 issue incredibly rare for circulation collectors. In fact, only the 1972 5-cent coin comes close in terms of scarcity, with a mintage of 8.3 million. But even that is 8 times higher than the 1985 mintage. So why did the Royal Australian Mint produce so few 5-cent coins in 1985? The answer lies in supply and demand. By the mid-1980s, there was already a surplus of 5-cent coins in the banking system and general circulation. The Mint determined that additional production wasn't necessary. This created what we call a low-mintage sleeper issue, a coin that goes largely unnoticed in its own time, but gains legendary status decades later. Among collectors due to its scarcity, the 1985 5-cent coin is a perfect example. Let's talk about the design. Obverse. The 1985 coin was the first 5-cent coin to feature the Raphael Makhlouf effigy of Queen Elizabeth II. The Queen is shown with the royal diadem, a more regal and youthful appearance than the previous Arnold Machen version. Her profile faces right, and the legend reads, Elizabeth II Australia 1985. Reverse. Designed by Stuart Devlin, the echidna remains one of the most iconic Australian wildlife depictions on coinage. The echidna appears curled up, its spines forming a striking radial pattern around the coin. No design changes were made to the reverse in 1985. But collectors often seek out pristine examples where the details of the echidna's spines are fully struck. So what is a 1985 5-cent coin worth? That depends on condition. Circulated examples, the kind you might find in old change or in bulk coin lots, usually sell for around $50 to $100 AUD, depending on where. Uncirculated coins, those that were never used in commerce and still have their mint luster, can range from $2,000 to $5,000 AUD. But the real value is in proof and mint sets. The 1985 proof 5-cent coin, released only in the official Royal Australian Mint proof set, can fetch $10,000 or more, especially if graded. A 1985 uncirculated mint set, which includes all 6 denominations, regularly sells for $10,000 to $15,000, and prices are rising as collectors scramble to find examples. Graded coins by companies like PCGS or NGC can command premiums of $20,000 to $30,000 plus in top grades like MS67 or higher. Because of its rarity, the 1985 5-cent coin has become a target for misrepresentation. Some sellers have been known to polish worn coins to make them appear uncirculated, while others confuse it with the common 1986 or 1987 coins from mint sets. Be sure to authenticate your coin. Check weight and diameter. Look for sharp detail and no signs of alteration. Purchase only from reputable dealers or auction houses. The 1985 Australian 5-cent coin is more than just a tiny piece of metal. It's a scarce, underappreciated gem in Australian numismatics, with only 1 million minted and none struck for general circulation the following 2 years. It remains a key date for anyone building a complete decimal collection. If you find one in circulation, count yourself incredibly lucky. And if you're a collector, this is a coin you'll want to acquire sooner rather than later, because prices are only going one way, up. Thanks for joining us on this journey into one of Australia's rarest decimal coins. If you enjoyed this deep dive into the 1985 5-cent piece, don't forget to like, subscribe, and tap that notification bell for more rare coin stories and numismatic adventures.